Good morning. Today is Tuesday. Oh, right. All right, we're live. Get my mic fixed here. Today's a special day. If you don't know, it's November 3rd, Tuesday. It is election day, and what I like to call MAGA D-Day. MAGA D-Day for Donald Day. Hopefully the Orange Man is going to make us proud today with an election win. Big time election win, guys. Got the Hooters mug going this morning. And we're out in front of an Apple store, which they're boarding up. Don't know, I was just listening to the news, and they're projecting that there's already some plans for peaceful protests tonight. Thus, the reason why they're putting up fences around the White House, and cities like New York, Chicago, Seattle, and Portland are getting a little hot and bothered, I would imagine. We've already had two lootings on Michigan Avenue this year in Chicago. That's where our studios are at. We're coming to you from the Midwest here. We are, as the name goes, Land Cruiser Midwest, and we're some Midwestern vloggers here, and we're bringing you everything Midwest, and as our tagline goes, we're taking you somewhere. So it's a new channel, up and coming YouTube channel. We just finished our 5th month of operation, and we're starting to rock and roll there, guys. Shout out today to Glenview John. Hey John, hope you're gonna get that vote in and get rid of some of those demo rats, as they call them. There's a lot of politicians we need to replace, guys. So go ahead and start that process and let me know when you're finished. But there, in the back, I don't know if you can hear Charlie. Hey, Charles. Come on, buddy. You can join the podcast. He's he knows when I'm streaming, and he comes a running. Here he comes. We'll get the camera on him when he comes around. Yeah, come on. Tell the folks what you think about Donald. The Donald man who's made our country a better place by all accounts. Come on, you know where your spot's at, bud. So yeah, we're we're ready here. We've been preparing for the last couple of months. I hope you guys out there have, and you're healthy, safe, and ready. Yeah, we've been stockpiling non-perishable canned goods for months. We made our last couple of runs to the store late last week, and on Friday we went to Sam's Club, and it's kind of taken back because paper products section of our local Sam's Club warehouse was empty again. Kind of brought back memories of of the quarantine in March, April. I wish I had my camera on me and would have taken a picture. It was a huge aisle. All the pallets there were empty. It was probably like about 70, 80 feet in length there. Big, paper towels, toilet paper, all gone. Gone, gone, gone. So luckily we had some from an earlier trip. We kind of learned back in March that you have to be prepared. That's saying it lightly. Just be prepared and have everything that you need when you need it, as opposed to getting what you need when you need it, which I don't suggest. But anyway, we're ready for whatever's ahead of us. Like I said, I'm calling today MAGA D-Day. Got my USA 45 hat on today. I know they were giving these out at rallies. There was a big rally last night in Kenosha. I heard on the news that there might be 2 peaceful protests, although they didn't say where they would be in Wisconsin, but I suspect maybe Milwaukee and maybe Kenosha. I don't know, but definitely Milwaukee. Milwaukee, people are crazy in Milwaukee. They're just outright loony in Milwaukee. I don't know, man. There's some weird stuff happening up there. They've been blocking off highways recently, probably like 6 weeks, 5 weeks ago. They started marching on interstates and blocking them off, and that was like kind of the highlight there. They had also done their old BLM street painting a couple of times, like right in front of City Hall, or I think actually one time right in front of the police headquarters. They painted BLM or defund the police or something, and I don't know. I thought it was a nice town, but the more and more I see what they're doing up there, I kind of question their sanity because I don't know. I mean, they lost the DNC. I mean, the DNC just did them wrong. I mean, that town was hoping for a big payday, and even Illinois was hoping that the DNC, or actually it was scheduled. The DNC was renting hotel rooms in, the Lake County area of Illinois, just across the border, in Illinois from Wisconsin, and because Milwaukee didn't have enough rooms, and that whole DNC convention was going to be a big boom for the Midwest, Northern Illinois and Milwaukee area. So I don't know if you remember, that got canceled. They got rid of the convention and went virtual. So they had very few people show up in Milwaukee, and thus the economy suffered. So maybe that's it. I don't know, but there's just a lot of funny stuff going on up there, and as an example, I've been reading, every once in a while I read the newspaper from up there and see the highlights or the headlines, and they're actually considering hiring. They're looking for a new police commissioner because they fired the guy for several reasons, I guess. But I think there was some personality conflicts also as part of the firing. But they're looking. One of the candidates that they're looking to hire, which just made me start scratching my head, and then later I started laughing, was they're actually considering on hiring a deputy chief from the Portland Police Department. I mean, go figure. You're looking to replace your police, your deputy chief or chief of police with somebody, and you go pick like the town that had like the worst record of protests and what have you for the last couple of years, and he's one of your candidates. So there's just one example of what's been going on up there. I'll also tell you about I was thinking it was like June time frame. There was an older Jamaican gentleman on the north side of Milwaukee who had a printing business, and he was somewhat of a supporter of Trump. I mean, he wasn't avid, but he supported the president, because he felt that the president was doing a good job, and he would make signs and carry them or as placards on his body around the downtown area or wherever he lived in Milwaukee, which is I think on the near north side. So just an update for you guys who don't know, the north side of Milwaukee is the worst. Unlike Chicago, the south side's the bad part. You don't want to get lost in. Milwaukee, it's the north side of town, across the river. I believe it's the Wisconsin River. Once you cross the Wisconsin River, maybe a mile or so, it gets kind of nasty. So Sassy Sue and myself actually encountered that in real life, and luckily it wasn't nighttime, but what we saw was so sketchy and scary. But we made it out alive. So the north side of Milwaukee is not where you want to be lost. So but anyway, getting back to the story, this gentleman, he's from Jamaica. He's a Jamaican guy and loved by the community, and he had a little store there that did printing, and he made his own signs, handmade signs. As kind of like he's like an activist or just a community guy, and he would stand out in front of his store with these signs, and he'd post them outside his store. And I guess one day he was standing on the corner right outside his store, and African American person, they got him on camera, came up. I think he was riding a bike and executed him in broad daylight. They executed this guy in broad daylight on the corner of a street in Milwaukee. I don't think they ever caught the person. They had a nice video shot of him, but hopefully they'll catch him. But that's just uncalled for. Certainly uncalled for when stuff like that happens in our society, and my heart goes out to the guy, but it also makes me wonder what the hell's going on in Milwaukee. So that's why I'm a little bit down on Milwaukee at this point in time, folks. So we used to spend a considerable amount of time up there. We enjoyed going up there to watch the Cubs play, and we like going up there to a local casino that they have. Which is a beautiful place, but it's it's kind of in a sketchy neighborhood too. I don't know if I'd be walking around late at night there, but we just refuse to go back at this point. It may take a year or two before we feel comfortable with heading back up there. It's like I said, it's on par with the south side of Chicago in my mind at this point, and that's not a place I want to be. So today we're here to celebrate D-Day, MAGA D-Day, and go out and vote. You need to vote. We need to get that red wave going. It appears that the Democrats have been out in full force and done their job. But I think that the silent majority is now, it's their turn, and we need to get out and rally the vote and and show them how it's done. Because folks, if D-Day's not successful, if Donald J. Trump is not reelected, um, our nation is up for some of the some of the baddest times that it's ever going to see. Um, it's gonna be a mess. I do not look forward to 4 years of Joe Biden. And don't get me wrong, I really don't think he's gonna last 4 years. But what's gonna happen is we're gonna get a little Kamala, however you pronounce it. And don't get me wrong there either. It's not that I don't want a female president. Um, I'm more than happy to see a lady, a qualified lady, get into the position of president at some point, but she's not qualified, and she's just utterly, as she's described in on many a news show, she's left of Bernie. So she is ultra progressive type of person, and how she got into Congress is beyond me. But she's on par with the squad, the AOC squad. So if by some chance Donald is not elected and Biden gets in and he has his senior moments, or he's deemed unfit for the presidency, and our country's gonna be in for it big time. So I wouldn't be looking forward to that. And life as you know it would stop to exist. Many of the freedoms that we enjoy today would be severely in jeopardy. We would be living in an authoritarian, autocratic, tyrannical type of society run by big government and bigger government. That's my analysis of what would happen if Joe Biden makes it in. So today's a pivotal day for not only this generation, but our country as a whole, whether you realize it or not. It's been a crazy 2020, but that's no excuse for anything. It's do or die at this point for our country. So think about it. The craziness of, here we are on election day, which is supposed to be a great day, and all across this nation, merchants are boarding up their stores. Think about that. And just so you know, there is some commonality to what's going on there. I don't think you'll see people in Texas or Florida or Arizona boarding up their stores, but in the Democratic run cities such as Chicago, New York, Portland, Seattle, Baltimore, and I guess I don't know. I guess Beverly Hills. They're totally just sealing that place up. Rodeo Drive or what have you. They learned their lesson, and obviously that's one of the most expensive shopping streets in the world. They're buttoning that down like a Tupperware container there. So as you can see behind me, this is going on in many of the Democratic cities. Think about that. It's happening in the Democratic cities, but not the Republican ones. So, mix that around your noodle a little bit, and, that'll tell you that we've got a problem in our Democratic cities for whatever reason. As I said at the beginning of the show here, Chicago has gone through 2 different lootings. which impacted the neighborhood, the south side neighborhoods that could ill afford to have their businesses impacted, and also the ultra plush Michigan Avenue shopping district, which has stores such as, the Nike and the Apples and um, the real plush stores, whatever, the Louis Vuittons and Coach, excuse me, Nordstrom, Macy's, all the Highline stuff, the you know the Kardashian brands, I guess I'd call it. But so that's what's going on, and D-Day is finally here. We don't know how long D-Day is going to last. It may go on for more than one day, based on what the pundits are saying. But we're ready here. As I said, we've been stocking up and preparing ourselves for this moment in time, this moment in history, and we're ready to see what happens. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're safe. I hope your family's safe, happy, and healthy. Because the virus is raging again. Starting to pick up a little bit of steam here in the Midwest. Illinois, a positivity rate 8-9% across the whole state. Our friends across the border are much, much, much worse in Wisconsin. I don't think they get enough press, but they're pushing 30% positivity rate, and they've been 15 to 30% since all summer up there. So something's not right up there. Yeah, we've canceled quite a few excursions across the border, and we sometimes we'll just go up there to buy gas and get some spotted cow. Shout out to the New Glarus folks, New Glarus Brewers in New Glarus, Wisconsin. Can only get that stuff in Wisconsin, so once in a while we'll take a ride up to the border or just over the border, and there's a gas station that sells it. And I'm not even sure at this point in time if I would do that, given what the positivity rate is in the news. Like I said, 30% just a couple of days ago. For the state of Wisconsin, they're building field hospital in West Dallas, which is a suburb of Milwaukee. I think 500 beds. One of the hardest hit areas is the Oshkosh, Green Bay, Winnebago County. I guess it's just a mess. So that's kind of a little virus update. I don't know if they got it under control in Iowa or not. Iowa this summer was pretty nasty too, but I haven't heard anything lately. So yeah, the Midwest has been hit hard, and I kind of laugh because I see I watch some vloggers from Las Vegas, and they're just saying they're calling for they're wondering when their governor is going to close their state down again, and they just said, oh, the virus is just really bad. And so I googled the infection rate or positivity rate for Nevada, and it's only 10%. So they're worried that they're gonna close the town down again at a 10% positivity rate. So I don't know. And everyone's got a different idea what a catastrophe is, and Yeah, 10%'s not it in my book. But like, share, subscribe, folks. As I said, we are Land Cruiser Midwest. We've got super list of videos for you to watch on our channel. Just uploaded some more, I believe, tomorrow. Tomorrow, the Portillo's chocolate cake cutting ceremony is going live. I kind of did a take-home carry-out review of Portillo's last week. That's out there. That was a fun thing to do. There's nothing more heartland in Midwest than Portillo's, and a shout out and kudos to Dick Portillo, the former owner of Portillo's, and the guy that built that chain out of a little trailer. So watch that. We do a taste test of Portillo's for you. That's myself and Sassy Sue. We got her doing some actor work now. She's stepping out from behind the camera and starting to do a little acting for me. So and taste testing. She's a great taste tester. So she'll tell it as it is, like most people in the Midwest. So catch a look-see at that video, and you'll learn a little about the history of Portillo's and where they were and where they're at, and I'll even show you Dick Portillo's, I think it's 120-foot, 130-foot yacht called the Top Dog. The Top Dog. He just purchased a new yacht a few years ago. He doubled the size. At the time he had a 60-footer, and he came into some mega money when he sold the business, folks, probably like in 2015, I believe. But anyway, so we go over the history a little bit. We show you some of the quality eats that they're putting out there at Portillo's, and kudos to them, and give a shout out to them. And if they're looking to send some Italian beefs my way, I'd be more than happy to have an Italian beef or two on the house, no problem. So we got a Portillo's real close to us, and they're all around the Chicagoland area, and I believe they're even doing a big expansion now that they're owned by a equity firm. Dick no longer owns Portillo's, but he that's how he made his big payday. So they're expanding all across the Midwest, I believe, and I think they're down in Blooming. They were for many years. They were pretty much Chicago and Arizona and Buena Park, California, I believe. So that was, excuse me, those were the only places they had stores. And now, I've heard that they've gone into, Bloomington, Illinois. That'd be Central Illinois. And probably some of the other places in the Midwest, like Indianapolis and, other places where they can make a buck. So, so hopefully we can be a national chain at some point, and what they put out is a lot of goodness. So check out that video. It's up now and available for you on Land Cruiser Midwest. In your search box, you just put Land Cruiser Midwest, and our channel should pop up, folks. We also have a sister channel called The Life of Charlie the Cat. I don't know where he was here. He just disappeared and didn't want to participate in the podcast today. So we'll leave it at that. And I'm about ready for another coffee here. I could use a coffee. I'm hoping that someone's watching that could get me a coffee, but who knows? Who knows? So enjoy your MAGA D-Day. As I said, we do not make any apologies for being a Donald supporter. I'm sorry, folks. It's just the way it is. I'm able to educate myself and think for myself, and I will pick the person that best suited for the job. On a personal level, I may not agree with everything Donald does and how he does it, but it all comes down to results for me, folks. I am a facts-based person, and he gets the job done. Sometimes not the best possible way, but he does get the job done. He gets results, and he is good for our nation. So that's my opinion. That's my thought on that topic, and that is why I voted for Donald J. So we're all entitled to our votes. So go out and vote either way. Just try to do a little background and try to think about who you're voting for. And if you vote for somebody like Joe Biden and things go south for our country in the next 4 years, you got no one to blame but yourself. So think about that too as you're pulling the lever or doing whatever we're doing these days. So I've been babbling and ranting here for a half hour. I think I'm about done with the MAGA D-Day rally. And if we don't have a winner tomorrow, and even if we do have a winner, I'll probably be back tomorrow. Because this is a point in history, folks. This is a point in history. This is a defining moment for our country. This is what democracy is made of, but I'm hoping it all to our republic and our democracy, and we can move on with more important things than some of the stuff that's been going on the last couple of years, because that doesn't help our country either. So I'm gonna sign off here and have a great election day. Stay safe. Stay protected, and stay away from those peaceful protests. And I got a feeling they're not going to be as accommodating to protesters today as they have been in the past. Just a word of caution. But it's your right to go out there and do whatever you want, but just make sure you're doing it within the letter of the law. And sometimes you can get wound up or interacted with some people you don't want to be interacting with. So just a word of caution, if you go out there and do some peaceful protesting, it can go bad pretty quick, and you're caught in it. So stay safe, happy and healthy, and it's over and out as we do most days. 1, 2, 3, click.